Hey everyone, my name is PJ Brady. I'm the founder of the Brave Smart Kind Company. We're going to do a series of talks discussing courage, critical thought, and kindness, how it applies in leadership, in parenting, and in businesses, and in teaching. Now, I've been part of two organizations that teach leadership. The first one is Up With People. It's an international nonprofit that sends people around the world living in host families doing community service and performing musicals. I traveled with about 500 young leaders for 3 years. Second one is the Entrepreneurs Organization that helps entrepreneurs learn and grow. I worked for them for 12 years and got to travel around Europe, Middle East, Pakistan, Africa to discuss leadership with these incredible business owners. And what I learned was that incredible leaders have strong values. Now, as I was traveling the world, I also became a father. Let me introduce you to my three wonderful miracles. First one is Alexandra. Alexandra is 11 years old. She's super kind, wears her heart on her sleeve, is always giving. Second one is Emmeline, who is insane in all the best ways. She always keeps us on our toes. And the last one is Josephine. And Josephine has no fear. She's absolutely this bundle of courage that just goes running around, throwing herself into things. Now, with these three little girls, I thought, you know what? If strong leaders have strong values, how am I, as a father, able to instill values in my daughters? And I thought, you know what? I can do this. I can learn all the lessons from leadership and apply it into my family. So I thought, okay, what are the values that I want to teach them? And it didn't take me long to figure it out. Now, the first one, I just looked at what I was tired of in the world. And the first was, I'm tired of people using fear to control others. Our lives are not horror movies, but we see it. We see it in politics. We see it in media. We see it in marketing tactics. Anytime somebody wants to influence you, a lot of times they'll use fear to do it. I'm tired of people using fear to control others, so I want to teach my daughters about bravery. The second one is I'm tired of people walking around like zombies in front of their TVs or screens or tablets, not questioning any information, not being able to understand what they're digesting. Critical thought is incredibly important, and that's why I want to teach my daughters about how to be smart. The last one, and non-negotiable, is I'm tired of the lack of kindness. I'm tired of bullies. It's something that is a non-negotiable for me. You're going to be kind to other people. We're going to be kind to ourselves. That's why I want to teach my daughters about kindness. So I was able to do something. I had a really cool opportunity because being here in Belgium, my daughters learn Dutch in school. They learn French with their mother, and they learn English with me, which is absolutely terrifying that I'm the source of the English language for them. But I found myself in a unique situation. So I said, the women in my life, I was like, let me think back to those times, and it absolutely broke my heart anytime I heard a woman say that she didn't feel beautiful. Right? That's such a level of confidence that we need to get everybody to. And I said, you know what? If I'm teaching my daughters the English language, what I can do is redefine the word beautiful for them. So when Alex was 4 years old, Emmeline was 2 years old, and Joey hadn't been born yet, I told them, look, the word beautiful means three things and three things only. It means to be brave, it means to be smart, and it means to be kind. Pretty is something else. Pretty fades. Beautiful is how you feel. So I was able to do that, and we had discussions about it, put context around it. We had the logo made up, put it on shirts, and it changed the dynamics with my daughters at such an incredible pace. It was amazing. So I started talking more about it, and then started talking with other parents. I went into some schools, had discussions with teachers, with parents, and it really started to grow from there. But at the same time, what I was doing was going back into my leadership stuff, and I started my own company, helping leaders discover what their values are, and to be able to work from those values, to be able to lead from those values. And so I would go in, and there's a process that we go through to help somebody discover what their values are. And then one day I was looking at it and I said, you know what? I had a list of like 300 some values. I said, every single one of these values fits into one of three buckets. How we overcome, how we critically think, and how we treat others, and how we treat ourselves. Every single value can either be brave, can be smart, and it can be kind. And it's the balance of those values that makes leaders great. So when I was going out, I started having these discussions with leaders. And I would go in and I would go into sessions and I would discuss the Brave, Smart, Kind model before helping other people discover their values. And I had somebody come back a while back and said, PJ, I've instituted the Brave, Smart, Kind stuff in my home. I've instituted it in my business. and it is taking off. It's working so well. And he told me this. He said, discovering BSK was like discovering gravity. You always follow its rules, but don't know about its power until something as simple as an apple falls on your head and makes you understand the universe. First of all, that's an incredible quote and very profound, and it's how I see BSK. It's how it helps me. Because, quite frankly, if you look at gravity, until we understood what gravity meant, we couldn't come up with physics. It wasn't until that apple fell and we figured out, all right, if this is the basics, if this is the foundation of it, then we can understand it. Then we can create the rules around it. Then we can see how this works in real life situations. And that's what we've been able to do with BSK. If you look at it and if you question how you critically think, if you question how you overcome and you question how you treat other people, then what we're able to do is to say, this is what success looks like from you because you're finding success from your values. And then we can replicate it. And likewise, if we look at it from a BSK perspective of failure, say, this is why you fail, and this is how we can diagnose it. Then we're not just treating the symptoms, we're actually treating the root cause of failure, and we get to break that circle of failure that a lot of people struggle with. So from this, from the leadership perspective, if we're able to get it down to the foundational level, if we can go into your leadership style and break it down into a foundational level of how you lead, if we can go into an organization and find how the core values of that organization drive your success and drive your failure, then we can replicate the success, we can minimize the failure, we can recognize it and recover from it and respond to it. Then what we're able to do is to grow. And that's what we're trying to do. So, like I said, this is the first of several videos we're going to be doing about courage, critical thought, and kindness. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel. If you're watching this on LinkedIn, then follow the page. You get a lot more information. And if not, you can check out this website and go for any more information. Look, here's what we say. Keep your chin up, keep your brain on, keep your heart open. We got this. See you next time.